For many reasons, maybe more than others when it comes to Marvel fans, some may feel that Marvel is pushing too hard in trying to force their characters, at least nowadays, to be more relatable or woke, so to speak, and recently the director of this movie, The Marvels, had something to say about that. First, I want to mention what fans have said so far, with fairly good reviews coming in. Some of it is 50-50, with many believing that the film is too woke, indicating the studio's desperate need to stay relevant. One fan wrote, "The cast is great across the board, and Iman Vellani steals every scene she's in with her goofy charm. Plus, there's a sequence that is probably the funniest of any Marvel movie. I had to catch my breath from laughing." And as far as the end and mid-credits are concerned, there are more reports that this film has opened up the doorway for X-Men more than any other Marvel film so far.
How does it feel to bring this sort of family dynamic to Carol, Monica, and Kamala in this one?
It's really fun. It was really important to me that it felt like three women becoming a family.
Yeah.
And family's such an important theme in the film, so I also wanted to anchor that with the Khan family.
Yeah.
And also, they're just the best.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting to bring all of them together under that sort of energy.
The Marvel's director Nia DaCosta, in an interview, opened up about how certain sections of the viewers have complained about the film's alleged wokeness. She said, "There are pockets where you go because you're like, I'm a super fan. I want to exist in the space of just adoration, which includes civilized critique." DaCosta continued, "Then there are pockets that are really violent and racist, and sexist, and all those awful things, and I chose the side of light. That's the part of fandom that I'm most attracted to." MCU has been getting these woke allegations for its recent projects, not just for the female dominance in the Marvels.
What is an MCU movie that folks might not expect to have influenced this movie heavily?
Ooh, Iron Man 3.
How so?
I just love it so much, first of all. I think it's one of the best Marvel films. But also in a really practical sense, actually. So the extremist effect, which I really loved in the film, was influenced us on another thing we did in our film.
I do think it's important to mention the perspective she was trying to convey, and maybe it just wasn't clear enough or didn't come off right. The all-female team-up movie makes good on the promise of Avengers Endgame and its 6-second sequence in the fight against Thanos, where all the MCU's superwomen rally behind Captain Marvel. In the Marvels, DaCosta's perspective was the same thing, but spanned out in an hour and 45 minutes. DaCosta's pitch was punctuated by a few big ideas. First, she wanted to make a movie that was, quote, fun, funny, and full of heart. What I like about the Marvel films is that they have a consistent energy, she says, but they can feel really different depending on what the vibe is or who the filmmaker is. She was especially keen to tell Kamala's story because she was a huge fan of Ms. Marvel comics, which debuted when she was in her teens. Usually I'm not like, I like this person because I see myself, a tri-state area nerd who loves superhero and comic stuff and writes fan fiction, DaCosta says. But she's a great street-level hero, an heir to Spider-Man. While DaCosta found the Marvel team to be incredibly supportive, working within their machine was an exercise in learning to trust the process. Early in production, Larson, who's appearing in her 5th Marvel title, encouraged the filmmaker to brace for change, advising her not to hold on too tightly to anything. And while we are mentioning the mid and post-credit scenes for the Marvels, DaCosta does get asked in another interview of what was shown and what her dream Cyclops movie is.
What is the most insane thing that you wish that you could do within the Marvels that maybe doesn't go by the bigger MCU plan?
Actually, interestingly, one of the first things I pitched way back when was having Adam Warlock and time travel in the movie. But Adam was going to be in Guardians 3, and I think they have enough time travel in Loki.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think that this movie was too woke, or was it actually another hit for Marvel? I know there was mention of a lot of weird scenes like that musical scene, but let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
But we have some fun stuff in that realm in the movie anyway.
I'm curious, where would you have traveled to?
We would have so my big plan, which is part of what's amazing about doing something in such a big universe, so many films, is like, well, if we introduce Adam Warlock here, we bring him into the present, and then in another movie we understand where he was coming from, sort of thing. So it was into our contemporary for the movie.